Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another week of handwriting. So before we begin, let's remember our rhyme. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are my feet flat on the floor? 5, 6, 7, 8. Is my back up nice and straight? 9, 10, 11, 12. This is how my pencil is held. So 1, 2, and 3. So thumb, index finger, and third finger. 13, 14, 15, 16. Now I'm ready to start my writing. So we always start the same way, and that's with the long date. So remember, it's Tuesday. Watching me, I'm going to start on the top dotted line. I'm going to go down and off, and then I'm going to go from the left to the right. Your turn. Okay, now I'm going to write my U. So watching me, top solid line. And I'm going to go down, curve the bottom, come up and down, take off. Your turn. Okay, now I'm going to write the E. Remember, E starts in the middle. So watching me, in the middle, up, and I'm curving it, and I'm looping. I'm going down, I'm curving and coming up. Your turn. Now I'm going to write the S, so I'm starting over here on the right, just below that top solid line. I'm putting it down and going around, down and around, up and off. Your turn. Okay, now we're going to move on to the day. So watching me, I'm going to make my D like an A. So over on the right, going to the left, down, curving, coming up, going down, still watching. I'm going to do the A because it's the same movement. Okay, your turn. Okay. Now I'm going to write the Y. So Y starts on the top solid line. It's like a U. Goes down, curving the bottom, coming up, going down, curving the tail. Your turn. And remember, Y is just you keep your pencil on the page the whole time. The only times you ever take your pencil off the page is for letters where you have to, like the letter X, or if you're crossing or dotting. So if you're crossing a T or you're dotting an I or dotting a J. Okay, I'm going to leave a finger space after that. Today's the 20th, so watching me, I'm going to write a 2. So I'm starting just below that top dotted line. I'm going up and around, going all the way down to the bottom solid line, and then across. Your turn. Okay, now we're going to write our 0. So watching me, starting up here on the dotted lines, I'm going to the left and then down. Okay, touching that bottom line, going across a tiny bit and then coming back up again. Remember, it looks like an upside down egg, or it looks like a face. Your turn. Now for the TH, watching me, pencil on the top dotted line going straight down, up. Okay, so this is one of those letters where you take your pencil off the page, and then left to right, and then H, down, up and branch, down. Your turn. Okay. I'm going to leave a finger space. And I'm going to write of. I won't forget it this week. So of, starting over here, O. So it's like a little version of that big zero. And then F, just below the top dotted line, going around, down, and crossing it. Your turn to write of. Okay, it's Tuesday, 20th of October, so I'm leaving a finger space. Now guys, watch what happens when we leave a finger space, okay? So, see the edge of my finger? That lines up with the edge of the letter. And then I'm going to do my writing on the other side of the finger. I'm just saying that because I notice sometimes people will do a finger space and then they'll write all the way over here. Or they'll put their finger here as a finger space and then they'll write over here. No, that's a bit silly. Okay, because it's not a real finger. Well, that's a real finger, but it's not a real finger space if you're doing that. Okay, so you've got to put it directly next to the edge of the letter and then you've got to write just on the other side of your finger. Okay, so I'm going to do that now. So there, I'm going to go O. See how it comes over to the edge of my finger. Okay, that's a finger space. I can fit one finger between. Can you please make sure you do your finger space and write the capital O. So it's your turn now. Okay, now for the C. Okay, so I started just below there, went around, came up and off. Your turn to write the C. Now for the T. Starting on the top dotted line, going straight down and crossing it. I might write that O as well. Can you write the toe? Octo? Okay, now for the burr. Watching me on the top dotted line, going down, keeping it on the page, coming up branching. Okay, working it down like an H, and then we start moving it in and flatlining. Your turn to write the B. Okay, now for the E. So in between the two lines, up and around, and the R. Down, up and branch, little curve. Your turn. Alright, now remember we have to write a comma because we pause after Tuesday, 20th of October, 2020. Okay, so watching me down here and just, it's small, it's not massive, guys. Your turn. Alright, and I'm going to leave finger space here and I will fit that 2020. So watching me, it's just like when I wrote 20 for 20th of October. Down here, up and around, down and across. Can see how that lines up with my finger, the edge of that letter. And then the 0. Keep watching because this is your second chance to watch. And 0. Okay, your turn. Okay. Alright, this week we are going to learn how to write the letter V. So we'll start with the capital. Watching me, please. I'm starting on those top dotted lines. I'm going down with a little bit of a diagonal on my line, touching the bottom solid line, coming back up, and getting off on the top dotted line. Okay, so if you have a look at that, it's diagonal, but not too diagonal, okay, because sometimes people make the mistake of they go here and they go all the way out here and then all the way up there. No, you're just going to end up with a really wide V. Okay, so it's not a very, very, very diagonal line, it's just a little bit and then a little bit that way. Okay, keep watching me. I'm going to do one more. Down, up. Okay, see how they look pretty much the same? Try and keep yours the same and try and keep your finger spaces consistent. Okay, so that means keep them the same size the whole way through. So your turn to fill out your line. Okay, so I'm going to leave a finger space. I'm going to go down, up, leaving another finger space, going down, up, leaving another finger space, going down, up. Now, I'm leaving another finger space. Notice where I start writing, okay? Just on the other side of my finger. Down, up, leaving a finger space, 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 and down, up. And I don't think there's any more room, so I'm not going to do any more. Okay, so that's the line of the row of capital V. Okay. So just take some time to finish those off. Remember to leave those consistent finger spaces. Remember to not make your lines too diagonal, just a little bit, just a bit. All right, I'm going to go to the next row and I'm going to write lowercase v. Now please pay attention to how they are different, okay, because sometimes people write lowercase v like an uppercase one but small. That's actually not how we do it with our style of handwriting at school. We round the bottom of the V. Let me show you what I mean. So I'll zoom in. You're watching me, you're not writing. So on that top solid line, going down and rounding the bottom and coming up. Okay, so if you have a look at these, look at those two. It's a different movement. One is down, up. The other one is down, curve, up. All right, so please keep that in mind while you're writing your lowercase v. We don't want to see pointy ones because they're not meant to be pointy. They're meant to be a bit curved. Okay, you can follow along with me. Remember to leave your finger spaces. So you're writing now. Okay, if you're not sure how it should look, make sure you look up here, because you'll be able to see, and you can see me writing it over and over and over again. Which is why I like doing videos. When we do videos, you get to see me do it over and over and over again, so that you can be certain about what you're doing. And your teachers can walk around and help you. Okay, so that's our row of lowercase v. Okay. I'm going to go down to the next row and I'm going to create the combination. So watching me, I'm going to do a capital V. So remember that's down, up. And then I'm going to do lowercase v. Now remember that's down, curving the bottom, up. Okay, and you can see them side by side. You can see how they're a bit different. Then I'm going to leave a finger space, so you're still watching me. I'm going to do it again. Down, up, and down, round, up. Okay, let's keep doing those. It's your turn now. So you're filling your row with the combination. Uppercase V, lowercase v. 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 I think this will be the last one. Uppercase V, lowercase v. And I don't have any more room after that. So that is my row of uppercase V and lowercase v, the combination. I'll give you a moment to finish that off. Okay, I'm going to move down to our final set of lines, our fifth row, well, in your book, and I'm going to write a word. We're going to do our word play. Okay, so I'm going to start with the base word. The base word for this week will be the word every. You're just watching for now, okay, and I'm going to show you how to write every. So just watching, pencils down. Between the two solid lines, we're writing an E, and then our V with the rounded bottom, and then another E, and then R, so it's like the word ever, like happily ever after, but then it's got an E sound on the end, and that's created by a Y. Every. Could you please write every, like ever, with a Y on the end to make that lovely E sound? Every. 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 Every means, I can put it into plenty of sentences. You know, I took every last one. We go there every Saturday. So it's kind of like all, or always, or all of them. Every last one. Okay, I'm going to leave a space and I'm going to write every again. You're just going to watch. So I'm writing every. So we've got our base word again. Could you write every again? Okay. This time we're going to change every into everywhere. It's a compound word. It's two real words put together to make a new one. So everywhere. So watching me, I'm going to write my W, which is kind of like two V's put together. And then H from up top, going down, branching. and then E, R, E. Everywhere. Everywhere. Your turn to write everywhere. Everywhere means, well, all the places. Like if you said, oh, on our holiday, we went everywhere. You'd be saying that you've gone, you know, pretty much all the places you can think of. It can also mean all over the place. Like, for example, if you spill a can of Coke and Mum or Dad say, oh no, it's gone everywhere. It doesn't mean that it's covered the entire floor, but it's just a way of saying, oh, you know, there's heaps of it and it's all over the place. It's all over the place. It's everywhere. Everywhere. Okay. I'm going to write every again, so please watch me. Every. Okay, could you write every? Okay, every. I'm going to change every to everyone. Everyone. So I'm going to write an O. N. E. Oh, I wasn't holding my page down. Everyone. Could you please, that's another compound word, by the way. Could you please write everyone? So everyone means like all the people. Everyone was happy to be at the party. Everyone got a ticket to go and see the show. Okay, everyone, let's pack up. Okay, so it's talking about all the people, whoever the people are. It's talking about all of them as a group. Okay, well done. We've completed another week of handwriting. So you should have the long date. You should have a capital letter, a capital V. You should have a lowercase v. You should have the combination. And you should also have your words for your wordplay. Please make sure that you have left finger spaces between each of the words, letters. Yeah, make sure you've left them between each of the letters. And yeah, just have a good look, guys. Think about how you went. You know, did you follow what was going on up on the board? Did you find yourself giving your best concentration? Because that's important. Please make sure that you're listening to your teacher to find out how they would like your book. Have a great week.